Hi, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and I thought I'd shake it up, and some Tuesdays do Trash or Treasure Tuesdays, and other Tuesdays do Treasure Trove Tuesday, where I share treasures that I've discovered from a variety of different places, including thrift stores, estate sales, antique stores, yard sales, and online. But that's not the entire list. I find treasures in lots of different places, and I thought I'd give you some ideas on where you can find treasures of your own. Okay, so let's get started. I'm really excited to share with you what I found this past weekend at an estate sale. This is just a little box. It really doesn't even have anything in it. I don't even know what it was for, but I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it'd be really beautiful as like a cover of a journal. So I consider that a pretty cool find. So I love all the texture and the design on that, and it's already kind of antiqued. So I thought that was pretty cool. This particular estate sale had a huge variety of stuff, and I'm super excited that it had some really nice old photographs. Really particularly love this one, this lady. And this is Judith Sjogren at age 20. It actually has a really nice frame. That's the word I'm looking for, frame. As well. And there's also this, isn't she lovely? Oh, look at that photo. It's gorgeous. This one doesn't have any information about who she might be. And you and I are going to kind of discover this together, because I really just kind of found this box and shoved it in my bag and then did not do much more with it. There's this photo, which is kind of interesting. There's this gentleman. Look at him. He's kind of interesting. This says Herman Sjogren, mother's brother. Huh. That's a really old one. There's this one. This is just a beautiful photograph. Look at that. It's lovely. I love this embossed design on the photo. It says Judith and Ida. They're both lovely girls. There's this one. Look at those hats. Those are so cute. And this is on board. This is Judith, Herman, and Ida Sjogren. So this must be the same gentleman as that one. Look at this little girl. Oh my goodness, isn't she a dolly? I love that hair. Oh my gosh. There's no name on that one. Look at that. I love that hat. And this is Judith and Harry Nelson, 1921. There's this one. And there's Harry and Judith Nelson again, Arthur's brother. Look at this one. This one's really old. I love this. Can't tell what that says down there. It's really pretty. Judith, Herman, and Ida. They must be brother and sisters. Oh, look at that lovely lady. That's 1943. Here she is at graduation. That same girl. Pearl High School graduation, January 1940 in Chicago. Here's another of her. Ooh, this is a really lovely photo. Look at this one. She looks like a movie star here. That one's beautiful. Pearl Nelson, 1942. Oh, there's a really nice glassine bag in here. There's this one. He's a handsome fella. It says Raymond. Wedding picture? Question, question. And here's a bride. A bride and a groom. This is Mr. and Mrs. George Reese. And I believe this might be the gentleman whose house it was. Look at this little guy. Isn't he a cutie? 1950. Eric George Reese. He's got a little, is it a goose on his shirt? That's super cute. And then there's this little guy. This is same guy, Eric George Reese, but obviously is a baby. This is a really interesting photo. Natalie's dollhouse. Yardage. This is England. That's a really cool photo. Then there was this one. Brighton. George IV's Summer Pavilion. There's a kid and his dummy. George and Gabby, 1939. Look at that. Okay, and then I found a whole slew of these stereoscopes. Now, these are not original stereoscopes. These are reproductions, but it's still a vintage reproduction. It's from 1978. And these are fabulous. Look at this. There's Christmas. I mean, this will be great for, you know, any kind of Civil War. Ooh, I don't want that one. Childhood. So anyway, just a kind of a bunch of fun city scenes, transportation. Look at all these. These are really cool. Childhood, unique. So these are kind of fun. So I'm kind of excited about those. It's a nice big thick stack of these reproduction stereoscopes that I could definitely use in journals. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so one of the other things that I found that I'm super excited about is a couple books. I found my first ever ledger in the wild. It looks like a lot of pages have been torn out of this, unfortunately. This will be great for journals. I'm excited about that. Okay, so I've got that ledger. All right, and I'm most excited about this find. Oh! Okay, so I'm super excited about this. Look at this cover. This is gorgeous. I love this. It's got this beautiful interior cover. And this book is 1879, Encyclopedia Britannica, a dictionary, arts, sciences, and general literature. Are you kidding me right now? There are definitely some, not every page, but there are some wonderful illustrations in here. Look at that. That one. Another map of the Fiji Islands. Russian flax. Ooh, look at this. Florida, batwing, feathers. Look at this. It's like a flying fish. Huh. Looks like something was taken out of here. That's kind of a bummer. 240. Yeah, there was several pages taken out of here. This goes to 251. Let's see, what is this one? Fortification. Another fortification. Another fortification. Yet another fortification. I sense a theme here. Huh. Oh, look at that. That's really beautiful. Another flying fish. They were really into flying fish, weren't they? I'm going to go back to Florida. Okay. They really liked Florida and flying fish. Maybe this is F. This whole thing F? Could be. Yes, it looks like this whole... There must be like one for each letter. This is like this whole thing is F. France. There's like literally no map. Okay, that's a bummer. Okay. So that's pretty interesting. Yes, so it's all F. Okay. Kind of cool though. Look at the top of that. It still has that. Isn't that beautiful? Ugh, I love that. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty excited about this one too. This is a Scribner's magazine. It looks like it's for an entire year, from 1873 to 1874. And you can tell the cover is in rough condition. Looks like somebody did some repairs on it. But this was a San Diego library book that was discarded. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but it is. It's 1874. Crazy. All right. So let's see. It's got these magazines. Unfortunately, it's got the San Diego library on there, but look at that. The illustrations are phenomenal. These pages were just kind of stuck in there, so I'm not quite sure what this is. This is a fire engine. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Maybe it was this. No, it's not folded in half, but that's really, really cool. Were these cut out of this book? I don't know. These are really cool images, though. Wow, look at that. A frog. Couple frogs, an owl, or a peregrine falcon. Ooh, nice. Huh. These are really cool. Yeah, I don't know what those are from, but those are really cool. And a flamingo. And then this was in there. And this, oh, this is cool. These are flags. I don't think that's from this book. I don't know what these are from, but really cool that it's just kind of stuck in here. Oh, it's another fortification. So this must be from the other dictionary thing that I had. That is hilarious. All right, so here's where all the plates went to. Oh, there's France. Yay! I was hoping France would be in here somewhere. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Oh, and here's another France. Yay! There's another France. Oh, I love those. Okay. All right, so that's pretty awesome. All right, so I've got, this has some really, really just interesting and cool illustrations in here. Why is this page marked? Huh? Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at these illustrations. These are really, really cool, actually. That's interesting. This is definitely the Deep South, so definitely of historic significance, huh? But very interesting, really cool images. Very interesting images. So, wow, I'm super excited about this book. I think that will be a lot of fun to play around with. Okay, so I also found this Animals of the World. This has like an interesting little embossing on the front. And this is not super duper old, I don't think, but it had some interesting pictures. Yeah, 1941 to 42. Look at that squirrel. Huh. Look at that bighorn sheep. Isn't that beautiful? See, all these plates are really in color. They're gorgeous. Oh, I thought these were interesting too. Reptiles and amphibians and fishes. So those are kind of, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Look at that northern giraffe. Some bison or cattle, Highland cattle. Huh. So I thought that one was kind of interesting. And these are a lot of fun. I found a Better Homes and Gardens book, and these always make really cool journals. I found this Better Homes and Gardens garden book. It has some newspaper clippings in here. Eucalyptus pets. Oh, I mean pests. Yes, we have a lot of eucalyptus here in San Diego, so that's always a concern. So I've got all this interesting stuff. Oh, look at that. White narcissus. So this is kind of a fun one. And this one, I just love this one. This Better Homes and Gardens handyman book. Look at how cute this is. Look at her. Oh, my hero. Look at this. Tips for tacking. Look at this. I love this. All sorts of organizational things and just, I don't know. This is a fun book. I like this book. Fastening techniques. Look at how fun this one is. It's so cute. And the cover is just fabulous. So colorful. So I love this. And then I got this Wise Garden Encyclopedia. I love this inside cover. Isn't that pretty? And this is 1951, so it's not super old, but Look at these illustrations. They're really beautiful. I like this. Pictures. Look at that. These poppies are gorgeous. Those, they're just that, they're beautiful. You know, they're really pretty, vibrant colors, and it's in a style that's completely different than what we do today. Really love that one. I found this field guide for trees, and this is a little golden book field guide, and they always have the best graphics. I mean, every page is a graphic, and it's gorgeous, and these are great to include in journals. Just love those. So that's fun. And then I found a bunch of paper. Some cards, these kind of little Holly Hobby cards and envelopes. I guess they're, I don't know, maybe they're not Holly Hobby. I don't know what brand they are, but they're super cute. I just like those. I think these are from 1987, so almost vintage. Super cute. And then this set, which I don't know if you can see how it has like the linen inside of it. It's a really high quality envelopes, really pretty. And then the paper that goes with it, yeah, it's like this linen paper. So I thought that was really some nice paper to have to include in journals. This is like a Hallmark. Oh, so that's where that box came from. It was this Hallmark. Oh, this is like stationery. It's really, this stationery is really like high rag content. Look at this. Look at how it's on the edge like that. And I can cover up the address if I want, you know, so that's, or just tear it off, but that's really high rag content. You can, it's really beautiful paper. I got some graph paper. I'm always on the lookout for graph paper when I go to estate sales. And this is typewriter paper. All right, so there's the watermark in it. It's an Eaton's. I don't know if you can see that. Really cool, really beautiful typewriter paper. And yeah, you can see this has a variety of just vintage aged paper, which I like, lined paper. There was some, I don't know, different kinds of forms in it. There's not, and then this typewriter paper that has a logo on it. So I thought that was kind of cool too. Yeah, and he had, this guy was an artist, and he had a ton of things, but you know, they were selling those for quite a bit, and I didn't have the funds for that, so I didn't get any of his actual artwork. I just kind of focused on the stuff that I knew, you know, I would use for making journals and stuff. But yeah, some of his stuff was going for quite a bit. Speaking of artwork, looks like this is one of his original pieces. This was just on a little tiny piece of watercolor paper. I don't know if that's the price he said or what, but I didn't pay that. But it's really beautiful. Okay, so I did get a few pieces of his original artwork. I thought this was really cool. Not a lot. Not quite sure what that's on. This is really pretty. This is just a little sketch. And this is kind of like a sketch for a painting. Yeah. So those were kind of fun. That'll be fun to incorporate. And then I got this really kind of cool, I don't know, like a planner type thing. I thought it would make a cool lap book. Kind of opens out like one. And it has appointments, has just paper for taking notes, and then it has an address book. And it's really cool because it's got this really cool embossing on that and on the front. So I thought that would be kind of fun to play around with. So I got a whole slew of different kinds of ephemera. I got some tally cards, so that's kind of fun. They apparently really liked bridge. This one is from 1935, so that's pretty old. I really like those. Those are pretty cool. So those are really fun. These look like they're a little more modern bridge cards, but still fun to put in there. There's I don't know how old this is, but I'd guess this is probably 50s. There's no card in there, but it's kind of fun. And then this one, so like all different styles. So I thought those were just a lot of fun. Some cards with some old, it's a package that hasn't even been opened yet. It's still in its plastic, but it has old cards. So I'm assuming that this is a vintage deck of cards. I don't know. I can't guarantee that, but I'm assuming that. Just old office supplies, like these are some vintage file folder labels. Just thought they were kind of cool. They're very distressed looking. So those are kind of fun. Some kitchen stuff, you know, this Pyrex heat spreader grid. I have no idea what this is, but I just thought that was kind of a cool packaging. Even the back's kind of cool looking. This deluxe Mix Master recipes. This just had some interesting little graphics inside. This looks, I don't know, I guess this is 70s. Yeah, 1975. I have a good eye for that. Okay. I've never seen one of these before. This is a marriage service, and it like gives the whole marriage service for these people's wedding. So that's kind of interesting. I thought that was kind of an interesting little piece of ephemera. I've got this. I really love the colors on that. Isn't that beautiful? So it's like you can I guess you put a color here and then kind of figure out where it falls. I don't know. Train the mind to evaluate your values, colors, compositions, and proportions. That's actually kind of a really cool little card. I like this one. It's very cool. I like this little wheel thing. I have no idea what it's for. The Gorin point count bidding wheel. I have no idea what this is for. Oh, some kind of card game thing. All right, and then there's this photographic exposure computer, 1942. So you get this, and it's got all the information. He had oh, look, it's got this little wheel inside of it. That's actually kind of cool. Does that turn? Yeah, this turns. Wow. That's actually kind of cool. This, he had a little dark room in his basement. So he obviously, you know, made his own photographs. And then there's this little ring sizer. So I thought that was really kind of a cool piece of ephemera. Some various not a lot in the way of fashion and patterns, but I thought this one was really cute. She had a little bit of crochet thread there. Some seam binding that I thought I'd use. This little book of embroidery stitches, which I thought was really cute. And then this bobbin thing. All right, I've got this money receipt book. So that's kind of fun with the duplicates. I don't know how this looks pretty old. So those are kind of fun. And then this one's even older. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I like those. There's no year on that, but that's still very cool. And I got one of these brown cards, which I really like this. I wish I had had more. It says Rules for Hearts. I wish I had could find the whole thing. I got this really cool cigar box. I thought this would be really fun for just some storage. Look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? I like the map. I got this really cool like card holder thing. I thought this would be really fun for storage. It's just kind of wood and I don't know, just interesting looking to me. I guess you use this piece to kind of keep them upright. I got these really cool oxidized paper clips. Look at that. Those are just the coolest. I love those. I got this whole stack of, looks like placemats. So those would be really fun in a journal, I think. And I got this bird print, which I don't know where this comes from, but it's on really thick paper. It's really nice. He had this in this folder. I don't know what this comes from, that it feels really old. It's definitely got some staining and some foxing on this. I don't know what this is exactly. But kind of cool. I think he was intending to frame it, so. I got a whole bunch of handwritten letters and cards from all sorts of different eras. These span, this one's 1962. These are airmail. I don't know what year those are. But there's one from 1930. This one's 1973, 1949, 1940, 48, 52, 59. This one's 1939. So just a whole bunch. This one's kind of interesting, from 1940 on letterhead, from Honolulu, Hawaii. So anyway, yeah, kind of fun. I thought this piece was super interesting. This is State of Minnesota Masonic Veteran Association, and this is dated 1926, so that was kind of interesting. I got a whole bunch of report cards. These are from like 1938, 1937. This one is from 1913. This is a Glee Club concert. Thought that was kind of fun. These are all 1943, 42. Yeah, 1942 and 43. Bunch of report cards in here. These are all the kind of the 50s, late 50s. Bunch of report cards in here, and there's a whole mess of writing. They were very prolific teachers back then. Certificate of Award, 1940. And National Honors Society. And SAT results from, I think this is 1966 or something, from the College Board. Yeah, 1966. There's some cool ribbons. I have a couple of those. Looks like that one lost a little thingy in there. There's a 1967 tassel. Let's see, a little tag. Harrods. Senior luncheon from 1940. Another little tab. Oh, some cool storage labels. These are pretty old. Open schools to epileptics. Oh, it's epilepsy. Interesting. Huh. This really cool billhead or receipt. It's kind of cool. I like that one. And then a polygraph test. Thought that was really interesting. Big, long polygraph test. So I feel like I made out at this estate sale. I'm super excited. I'll definitely be using some of these for my journals. I might put some of them up on my Etsy shop as well, in ephemera packs and paper packs. So if you're interested, check that out. I will have the link to my Etsy shop in the description box below. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and discovering these treasures with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Do you go to estate sales, and what's the best thing you've ever found when you were there? If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. Again, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and craft on.